Welcome back to the channel again. I just did the uranium recap for this weekly close. Check that one out. Again, my name is Casper, and we're going to go through the weekly close on commodities. Gold, silver, platinum, oil. Oil is looking fantastic. This week's reversal it caught me off guard. It is what it is. But yeah, let's dig right into the stuff here. And as always, follow me, subscribe, comment. Yeah, you know what to do. You know exactly what to do. All right, we have a silver. The past 3 days has been reds, and we are now below the blue here. An internal horizontal level at 24.5. If you drag it out, you can actually see 24.5 is also a big level coming across there. So no breakout yet. Actually, we just had a tiny fake out here to the top. Again, 1, 2, and 3, and we will probably need a detour. Gather some steam and go from there, I guess. Gold is, let me show you. I just got distracted, excuse me. Gold again with a bigger fake out here from that long-term golden trend line coming down here. Again, we are still in the green up channel there. So it's okay, I will say. However, dropping below here, dropping below 1930, meh, then we probably go for a detour below, maybe even below 1900s for a third lower low, maybe. Again, we're very close long term. I want to show you it doesn't really matter. We will break to the upside at some point here within, I will not give any dates or time, but now I do it anyway. Within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I think we will probably go for that big fourth touch at the upper big level, the all-time high. All right, we had a very exciting day Wednesday here, getting it below that $78.5 level for the big breakdown in the gold to silver ratio. It was a false breakdown here, a tiny one, and now we're coming in to retest those two golden trend lines right here. I think it will not last. You know, we keep pounding on to that level all the time, and it's holding. But I think here we have the head and shoulders, again, not confirmed since we haven't broken down, and we have a tiny little hump here, and I think we will see the same here. That's just a possibility. If we do, then we have perfect symmetry in that overall formation. And but yeah, I really thought this was the one. As you know, I made a video about it again. You know why this level is not getting broken that easily, because the bears knows that if they lose on a weekly basis, this level right there, then we have confirmed the big breakdown here for that golden trend line coming up here, right? This one here. Again, then we're going to much lower in that ratio, meaning gold and silver will go ballistic. That is why. Patience, it will come quickly here. The dollar, the good old dollar, has also been jumping back and forth this week with a fake above the bearish wedge here. And I said, nice, we're coming all the way down. Beautiful. Possible head and shoulders. And then we had the past 2 days bouncing off that blue neckline here. Boom, back into the wedge. Again, I'm still bearish. However, if we get above again the second time, I think then the dollar could be in for some short-term momentum or even longer term, who knows? But that would be a big, clear breakout of that one here, all the way down. But let's see. Now we are still above, so I gotta say we are, yeah, maybe a bit on the bullish side, I guess. However, not looking so bullish is the double top here for the US 10-year yield. And we broke down from this bearish wedge coming up there, down to that horizontal resistance, as you know, and now we're bouncing big time today on the non-farm payroll data. For now, it is a breakdown and a retest. Until proven otherwise, this is very bearish, and we could easily roll over next week if this is just a textbook retest. Let's see. Here it is, oil. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. A quick history-ish. This was the neckline. Here we have the head and shoulders. And here we said, all right, that's a break of the neckline. We are going down to 75 based on the measured move, and which is around here somewhere. But look what we did. We came all the way back up again, and ever since has been a one-way street, basically. That's very bullish, negating that possible target there. And we are actually right now at, wow, 75, let's call it 60, excuse me, $86 right now. And we are making a roughly 1-year high here, a bit less. But anyways, this is very bullish energy if this is the real deal. I know OPEC and some other countries are discussing all sort of production cuts and so on, blah, blah, blah. I don't know exactly. But this move here has caught me completely off guard. And yeah, we went higher before I even thought so. I thought we were going down here, and then we went. That's very, very bullish oil. The big old doing nothing, palladium. Yeah, as you know, I'm just waiting for a break of that long-term trend line. Right now, we're just trying to base out. Boo, boring. Next. Palladium, excuse me, platinum here, getting a bit of a pushback here at the highs, which we talked about. We were getting into some stiff resistance right there, just below the 1K mark. And I think we're going for a detour here, making hopefully a higher low, and then we can have a go. But until then, let's see what happens here in that formation. Copper. Let me remove the line from last time. There it is. This is the big one, as you know. Boom, boom. There it is. Golden squeeze right there. The touches all the way around. And if we can break $4 on copper, major bull. If we break down below, especially below the 3.5, major bear. What are you doing here in that apex? Nothing. You wait for a direction. Don't do anything. Nat gas here again. Nothing much has happened. We're still in a bear flag. And we need to get above that blue horizontal support resistance, excuse me, at 3, and then we are coming into that long-term resistance as well. So it's a bit of a mix here. Yeah. This is the European gas again, looking more bullish. We're coming into the winter months. We're having right there one, and a trend line coming up. We have broken out of the long term, as you can see, and now we're fighting, as we talked about for the past 4 weeks. We're fighting with the 40 to 48, 44, excuse me, dollar level. If we get above, major bullish. Again, if we start to break down here again, that doesn't look good. But for now, it seems like it wants to make some sort of bottom. Again, until proven otherwise, we're still just basing out. Coal, good old coal. As you can see here, one big weekly bounce at that pivot high over there. We have a touch here, and now we have a big move here again. So I think we're in for some move here. How high will we go? I don't know. It could also be the right shoulder in the making, maybe. But we are bouncing here big time on that weekly long-term horizontal line. Let me show you Bitcoin. As mentioned, we had the Grayscale winning some sort of court case over SEC, I guess it's called. 6% pop. And I mentioned, any pop on any news is often faded, at least all the way down to the initial start point. And that's exactly what we did. Looking at Bitcoin from a more technical point of view, if we lose that one right there, the one coming across at roughly 25.5K, we are in for one big, it looks like then we went in for one big drop where you could actually see us going all the way down to first just below 20, and then we'll go to 16. That's a major neckline. You can see it there. That's a major neckline. Therefore, getting back below without reaching the target even, that's very bearish for Bitcoin. And I think I will buy Bitcoin again at some point, and I have a plan to do it. Let us just see here. Where are we? If we get down here to the 10K in like 6 months or so, give or take, then I'm a huge buyer of Bitcoin, right? So that was a little treat for you guys. The first move down, as you know, second impulse high, and then if we do that down to the 10K, we will be a buyer. At least I will. And yeah, just like I bought this one over here, the breakout here, and then rode it to 55. I will have a good entry here, and then I will add you know, on pullbacks on the way up if we get to that scenario. I don't know. That's just a game plan that I have. If it plays out, we will see. Quickly here. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. You know I love uranium. I do. Look at this here, just grinding higher, basically. It really wants to go. I mean, it's a one-way street right now. I think we will visit the 73 before any major pullbacks. Again, we are somewhat overbought here. Doesn't really matter, but I think we need to touch that one, the Fukushima high, before we have any further retrace. Again, the path of least resistance is up. I'm, as you know, very, very bullish on uranium. The spot physical uranium trust can also buy pounds now, I think, and it's all just perfectly aligned in my view. The uranium market. I might be biased here. I don't care. I've been that for a long time. I love uranium. You know that. Soybeans. That's an head and shoulders. If you have a neckline, the blue one coming up here. If you want to go bullish, you wait for a break of that one, that golden trend line. If you break down here, then you trigger that head and shoulders and you go way lower, just like we did over there. So nothing much to do in that apex of that triangle right there. You know, silver and sugar goes hand in hand very often. And just forget all of these doodles right there. This was a bull flag in the making for the past roughly 1 year, 6 months, whatever. Bull flag right here, a bit of a dippity below there. And now we are breaking out, retesting and resuming. Again, just look at how bullish sugar is. Look at that. Look at that beautiful. Textbook, macro, three falling lower lows, and a big breakout flagging below that major long-term trend line right here into a flag and resuming again. The bull flag is the all-time high back from 2011. And I think this coincides, if this happens, that you will also see the all-time high for what? Silver back in 2011. You heard it right here. That's my take on things. Nickel, quickly, we need to go to the Heikin-Nashi candle. Again, barely below that long-term golden trend line here. Still working on a double. You can't even call it a double bottom anymore, can you? No, you cannot call it a double bottom. Again, if we can't break to the upside, then we will visit that lower bound here. It doesn't seem like we can gain any momentum, but we're just barely hanging in there for nickel. So yeah, that's all I had for today. If I'm missing a commodity, give me a comment and I will add it in if it makes sense for me to do it. And yeah, take care, everyone. We will see you next week, where we will look at some ETFs. ETFs only. We will look at uranium miners only in the US and Canada, and then we will have a video also coming up Monday, Tuesday on. I forgot it now. I forgot it. You have shipping and one more. Doesn't matter. I have a schedule, and yeah, I hope you liked it. As always, stay safe and have a great weekend. Get out there, get some fresh air. Cheers.